What's going on, guys? This is Riyad here again with another platformer tutorial, and today's gonna be the last video of the survive mode. But you can always actually suggest any update you wanna see for this mode. And I actually did this tutorial before, but things weren't actually going well as I planned. So I'm just going to actually explain what the changes that I did. Well, first of all, I'm just going to show you the game. It's actually not a big update or something. It's just actually things I have missed in the draw event. I have just added these boxes right here that show you the survive mode, and the big thing I have did here is that actually sent in a request to the server to see which is our current weapon and the ammo for that. Okay. So when I switch my weapon, I can see you can see it. You can see this bright change here, and also the current ammo. So when I shoot, well, let me just. So when I change my weapon and shoot a grenade, then you can see the number increase, decrease, and I mean, right? Yeah. So when I have no grenade, I can see that I have no more grenades, so I can change my weapon and use the gun. Now for the gun, you actually have unlimited ammo, so I just draw 99 as default number for that. And yeah, well, first of all, well, changes for the player. I have added those two variables. The first one is current weapon. Oh wait, actually I just add this variable, current ammo, because we already have this one. Alright, and yeah, so in the client, when I press when you press the I'm sorry, when we change our weapon, we're going actually to actually send the request to change our weapons, and also change the or actually send a request to get our current weapon. So this is the script that I've created now, and this is what it had. Just a request sent in just an ID to the server. This ID is a new constant called get weapon, which is actually 10 as a value, and in the received data script, the server will respond to this request. And what it's gonna do, first of all, it's going to find our player, see if it exists, and then you will see our current weapon, alright, and the current ammo. That's all we need to do. And he will change or send our weapons to to the client depending on his socket, current weapon, and current ammo. So send weapon to client is actually needs just 3 arguments. The first one is the socket to send the the data to, and the second two, well, they are both unsigned 8-bit integer. The first one is the weapon, and second one is the ammo. Now keep in mind that when we switch our weapons, so in this case, our current weapon is the grenade. So we need to change current ammo to equals the number of grenades we have, right? And when we change the weapons to the pistol, then I have just sent 99 as a value, so just like an infinite number or something. But yeah, so in the player script, or actually object, in the step event, I have just checked here if current weapon is grenade and grenades is greater than 0, then in this case we can shoot grenades, and of course we need to actually decrease the values of grenades. And yeah, I've also added this code. First of all, I'm getting the ID of the player just so I can use it in the server. Now with OBJ server, is actually going to actually send the same info to the player. Okay, so we need to update the info when we shoot a grenade, right? So I'm going to use the same way to find the player, but keep in mind that we cannot access the socket here, so we cannot say something like socket, because this will exist only if we are in the networking event, and we are not right now. So I'm just using the ID of the player, since it have the same socket. Yeah, so I'm using the ID of the player as the ID for the map, and also here. So the socket to send the the data to is the socket of this player, right? And yeah, so here current weapon is gonna be well, pl.current weapon, doesn't matter, and the current weapon needs to be grenades, or the current ammo, should I say. Yep. Now the only thing I have made is actually I added this few variables on the server, and they're actually for spawning system. So you have this spawner X, spawner Y. Yeah, so these are just different values for spawning a player. And in the spawning script, I have added, or actually just a little line of code. Let me just find it first. Yeah, so this one. Wait, am I recording? Okay. Yeah, so I've just a variable called s, and it's gonna be one of those three variables. Okay. And when we create the player, we're just going to actually use the x of the spawner that we use. So I've just changed this to spawner x s, spawner y s. So that's pretty much what I did. Okay. And the last thing you need to know is actually in the power up folder. Remember this KO box? Well, the destroy event, when we destroy the client or the box, we need actually to destroy it inside this if statement. I believe we are just doing if I equals instance number of JMonster -1. So just remove the the if statement before this one, and write it inside this block of code. If distance is less than active or activation range, then we're going to destroy it. Right? Yeah, so that's pretty much what I did. Now you just need to see my draw event script. So I've just made it display script. Basically what it does is just oh wait, actually just in the networking event, when the player gets his weapon, then we're going to set new variables here. My current weapon is gonna be buffer read. So this is actually to get the weapon, our current weapon. The second one is my current ammo, and it's gonna be the current ammo basically. So I have those variables here, right here, okay. And finally, in the draw event, I have added this basic draw. Here I'm just drawing boxes, okay. And now this block of code, what it does basically just see the type mode or the server type. Okay, so we're using just this variable server type. In case it's a survive, which is by default, then we're going to set this variable that we have created to survive mode, and then we'll break it. Okay, and I'm just drawing the type mode here. And by the way, we also need so if server type equals survive, we also need to draw the the waves. Okay, so let's actually so draw text. It's gonna be, let's say, 150. The y is gonna be 0. Waves or wave, whatever, plus string. I believe it was waves. I'm not sure. Let me just check the create event. Yep. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I'm just going to run the game one more time, and come on. Okay, let's spawn the player, and yes, when I spawn the player, I can see his weapon. By default, it's the pistol, but when I press E to change my weapon, then I can see the image index of the sprite change. Oh, by the way, I have added this simple sprite, which have two sub images. The first one is the pistol, for the pistol. The second one for the the grenade. And yeah, so I'm using the variable current, my current weapon, as index of this image. So you can see that our first weapon is gonna be the grenade, or the pistol, should I say, which have the index of 0, and the second one is the grenade, which has the index of 1. So when I drop the grenades, or the current weapon, basically what I'm doing in the draw event is actually just using my current weapon sprite or variable as an index for this sprite. Alright, so that's pretty much what I'm doing here. So drawing the player info. Okay, and yeah, so if you guys wanna see any update in this mode, then you can suggest this in the comments below, and don't forget to let me know what is the next mode you wanna see, because in the next video I'm going to create a menu here in the the main page. So in the next video we're just going to mess with the menu here, and we're going to let the player choose his name before actually connecting to the server, and choosing the server type and selecting if he's gonna connect to the server or join the server, stuff like that. And yeah, so as I told you before, you can suggest anything you wanna see in this series. I don't know, something like special, well, I don't know, something like private message or a donation. Maybe you wanna see level system so the players can actually have a level up on the game, or a market when they can buy weapons, stuff like that. And yeah, so don't forget to comment below the next type you wanna see for this mode. And yeah, so that was all for today, guys. Don't forget to like or subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.